Hello, all you beautiful people. Any country music fans out there? I'm going to sing anyway. I'm Baldelvislarry. Bald Elvis, the pelvis without the pelvis. But today I want to sing a song by Kenny Rogers when we were both much younger. In fact, I went to my high school reunion. Everybody was so old and fat, they didn't recognize me. But this song was a #1 country song in 1977. And it won the Grammy for Best Performance by a male vocalist. And I hope you like it. It's about a big lug of a farmer who puts his wife on a pedestal until one day she climbs down off that pedestal, goes bar hopping, and he goes looking for her. I like to dedicate it to one of the women I used to put on a pedestal, an all-time great performer who just passed away. May she rest in peace, Miss Amy Winehouse. In a bar in Toledo, across from the depot, on a bar stool she took off her ring. I thought I'd get closer, so I walked on over. I sat down and asked her name. When the drinks finally hit her, she said, I'm no quitter, but I finally quit living on dreams. I'm hungry for laughter, and here ever after, I'm after whatever the other life brings. In the mirror I saw him, and I closely watched him. I thought how he looked out of place. He came to the woman who sat there beside me. He had a strange look on his face. His big hands were calloused. He looked like a mountain. For a minute I thought I was dead. But he started shaking. His big heart was breaking. He turned to the woman and said, you picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille, with 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times, but this time your hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. After he left us, I ordered more whiskey. I thought how she'd made him look small. From the lights of the bar room to a rented hotel room, we walked without talking at all. She was a beauty, but when she came to me, she must have thought I'd lost my mind. I couldn't hold her, 'cause the words that he told her kept coming back time after time. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille, with 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times, but this time your hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille, with 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times, but this time your hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille.